Hello and welcome back. And this is now number 4 in our module having a look at self-leadership. Last session we began looking at a 4th component of self-leadership, self-development. And we noted that our development happens in two categories, personal and leadership. Last time we looked at our personal development. In this session we'll look at how to develop our leadership. And here are a number of practical ways to develop our leadership. Number 1, sustain an attitude of lifelong learning. Leaders never arrive at some optimal level of growth. There is always more to learn. Until the final day, every leader should be in a continual mindset and process of growth. It is vital that all of us as leaders maintain the heart of a learner. Leaders are learners. Leaders are readers or listeners. Leaders are self-feeders. Leaders are students. Leaders are observers. Leaders are inquisitive. Leaders approach every challenge as a learning experience. Leaders want to grow. Leaders choose to grow. Growth as a leader and in leadership requires us to have the right attitude, an attitude of lifelong learning and an attitude of teachability. We need to say to ourselves, I have not arrived, but I am on the journey. I am not presently all I will be, but I'm in the process of becoming that leader. There is a lot to learn, so I determine to learn. Number 2, conduct an honest self-audit of your current growth or otherwise to identify areas that need development. A useful way to identify areas that require personal development in our lives is to conduct an honest self-audit or have someone experienced conduct it for you. This will cover both strengths and weaknesses. And here is a cursory list of leadership skills that may be required for leadership. Administration, chairing meetings, communication, conflict resolution, consensus building, decision making, delegation, developing leaders, discipline correction and restoration, financial management including budgeting, fundraising, managing complexity, mediation, personal organization, planning, recruiting and retaining volunteers, strategic planning, team building, team management, time management, vision casting. Number 3, determine the best means to develop the identified areas. Once the leader has identified areas that need development, both strengths and weaknesses, a third sequential step is to determine the most appropriate means to proactively develop in those areas. And here are some ideas of how you can develop in the areas of leadership that you have identified. Attend selective conferences that directly address the areas you've identified to work on in your leadership. There are numerous conferences throughout the year, many of which provide inspiration and blessing. Some leaders I know are conference junkies and go from conference to conference, but never really seem to grow or develop in their leadership. Now, while I am not trying to discourage you from attending conferences, I am suggesting that you become more selective in the type of conference you attend. Enroll in Bible Theological College intensives that teach on applicable subjects. Many ministry training colleges now offer short intensives, either online or in person, for professional development of clergy and church leadership. I have attended many such weeks, which I have found stimulating, challenging, and enlarging for my leadership. Formal academic study is another way by which you can develop your leadership. I wholeheartedly urge everyone with a ministry call to prepare themselves as thoroughly as possible, to receive the best possible Bible education available, and to study conscientiously. But please do so at a college that provides practical ministry training in an environment of academic excellence. Focused reading. One of the best ways to develop in a particular area of leadership is to source and read books, journals, or blogs that cover topics pertinent to our leadership development. It's helpful too to choose reading material from a different, perhaps thought-provoking perspective than our own entrenched position, tradition, or practice. Focused reading helps to inform, instruct, or reevaluate how we do leadership. Expose yourself to different models, methods, and ways of leadership thinking and practice that are outside your past or present paradigm. You may not copy their methods, but you may learn some of the transferable principles which could be applied to your own context. Spend a day shadowing a bigger leader, or, if this is not possible, observe other leaders and how they lead. The old saying is true, some things are taught and some things are caught. Spending a day with a more experienced leader would be an invaluable investment of your time. Number 4, foster a mentoring relationship. A fourth principle in developing your leadership is to foster a mentoring relationship with someone who exhibits strengths in the area where you need development. Interacting with people who are experienced, intelligent, gifted and spiritual will enlarge, empower and energize you. Proverbs chapter 27 verse 17 states, "As iron sharpens iron, so one man sharpens another, and he who walks with the wise grows wise." Therefore, my advice would be to regularly meet with, read, listen to, or engage with people who will keep you on a pathway of growth. In leadership, it is important to cultivate and maintain relationships which nurture you. Otherwise, you may plateau in leadership, become introspective and limited in your thinking. A key then is to find a mentor for the specific area in which you have identified that you need to grow. Australian author John Mallison defined Christian mentoring as a dynamic, intentional relationship of trust in which one person enables another to maximize the grace of God in their life and service. Retired leadership professor Dr. Robert Clinton, who co-authored the book Connecting with Paul D. Stanley, defined mentoring as a relational process in which a mentor who knows or has experienced something transfers that something to a mentee at an appropriate time and manner so that it facilitates development or empowerment. And according to Clinton and Stanley, mentoring falls into 3 basic groupings. Intensive. The mentor is very hands-on and meets with the mentee regularly. The relationship is strongly relational and has high accountability. Occasional. The mentor is not as intense or deliberate and meetings are irregular. The relationship is more generally centered on the mentee's task or their current topic than relationship and doesn't have much accountability. Passive. The mentoring takes place through the mentor's model, example or writings rather than by face-to-face contact or communication. With few exceptions, the relationship is not intentional or relational. There will rarely be one person who perfectly embodies everything that you want to be or become. It is more likely that there will be several people who exemplify qualities and skills that you seek to learn from and emulate. For example, one leader you know may be an admirable mother, another might be an effective preacher, while another might be an excellent discipler. The key is to identify one particular area of their leadership in which they can mentor you. If it is impractical or impossible to access the person you seek to learn from, you can still be mentored through what Clinton and Stanley call passive mentoring. You can read their writings, listen to their recordings, or study their lives and ministries. Sometimes when I'm faced with a difficult decision, I ask the question, what would such and such do if he or she were in my shoes? And I think of the person who is mentoring me. That really helps me to see a bigger picture and analyze how they may approach the decision process. And here are some suggestions for how to find a mentor. Clarify with specificity the areas of your leadership that need development. Identify people who model or display skills and strengths in those areas. Contact them. Proactively seek them out. Rarely will they come to you. Make the initial approach to share why you've sought them out and ask whether they'd be willing to mentor you. Discuss with them the particular area that needs mentoring. Determine the type of mentoring relationship, whether it's intensive, occasional or passive, that you feel you need and the mentor can provide. And mutually plan your future meetings together. When, where and how long. Engaging with your mentor may sometimes make you feel intimidated, inadequate or vulnerable. And often the discussions will highlight your deficiencies. But a good mentor will never expose your weaknesses to embarrass or belittle you. On the contrary, they'll raise issues with the specific objective of helping you to grow in those areas. A healthy mentoring relationship will sharpen you. Number 5, be involved in leadership. The preeminent way of developing as a leader is to actually immerse ourselves in the work of leadership. Do what you can. Learn from who you can. Learn from your mistakes and hindsight. Learn from what others do right and wrong. Learn from the way others are leading you. Listen, observe, do what you're asked to do. Serve in the little things. Be responsible. Be proactive. Be teachable. Learn and apply the leadership principles at the nexus of leadership practice. Well, that's it for this session. Next time we'll cover a fifth and final component of self-leadership, self-sacrifice or self-denial. It'll be challenging. See you then. God bless.